Stouffville is just north of Toronto. Everybody in the afternoons, weekends, they're out barbecuing. You see construction workers with their construction boots on, pushing the baby carriage, walking the dog. This still has that country feel to it. But then at the same time, it's close to the city. It's the reason we specifically bought in this neighborhood. My name is Tibor Schuller. I own Schuller Hydronics, and we're a design and floor heating install company. Here we are at my house in Southern Ontario, which we're currently under construction. The house is about 3,200 square feet. It's a modern design. It overlooks the lake in the back, and we went with floor heating throughout just to keep a certain level of comfort. So on this project, we used SharkBite, Cash Acme, HoldRite, and Streamlabs.
I'm Gabor Milicic, I'm president of Schuller Hydronics. The system basically works by distributing the hot water to the places that we want to heat. We can do snow melts, heat houses. You can scale it to airports if you wish. It's a very scalable, very efficient system of heating. The entire house will be heated by hydronics from the basement to the very porch. We try to make this house such a model home for hydronics.
For the floor heating, we use the oxygen barrier SharkBite PEX. The PEX is forgiving. You can bend it. It has a certain amount of rigidity to it, but it's not too rigid. If you bend it in place, it'll stay there for a little bit. You can put it down, clip it in place, and off you go, as opposed to having it being difficult to handle.
With Evo PEX, with SharkBite fittings, we save about 40% of the labor.
Using the Evo PEX, I found that I was spending less time on the ladder. I allowed for 4 or 5 hours to do a certain amount of job, and 2 hours into it, I was done, and I was looking around if I missed anything.
I think it's much cleaner, longer life, and easier to work with it.
It's easier on the installers, and if your installers aren't getting beat up on the job site, they're gonna usually do a better job for you. On the fastening side, for the piping system, we're using the HoldRite products. Whenever you have water running through pipes, you're gonna get some vibration. With the HoldRite products, it allows for expansion without making noise. So in my house, we're using the Streamlabs control, mainly for peace of mind. The control in the valve allows me to keep an eye on the water usage in the house. I know what's happening in my house, even if I'm gone on holidays. I don't have to worry about coming back to a flood.
SharkBite allows us the comfort of knowing that if we mess something up, we can easily undo it, redo it properly without losing any fittings. And the speed of which we can install these systems is second to none.
With new employees, it's a lot shorter period where they get comfortable putting stuff together. You don't need crimpers, you don't need to solder. Essentially with a PEX cutter and a roll of pipe, they can go out and do most of the job. When you put the fittings together, there's this little green dot that comes on the side of the fittings. It gives you a level of reassurance right as soon as you put it together. If it's green, you know you did it. If it's not green, then something's wrong. The SharkBite system as a whole is very user-friendly and all-around good product to use. SharkBite gives me a lot of peace of mind.